Hi guys, this is Iran Revolution Live, day 139, and you're here with your host Armin Navabi because Goldie is away. Um, and she will be back. Don't worry, she will be back. I'm just filling in for her. Not very well, but I'm trying. I'm trying. I'll do better next time if there is a next time, right? I'll try. Here's the thing. Here's the deal. You guys will be my co-host. I will try to pay attention to the chat, pay a lot of attention to the chat, so that we could do this together. Because it's hard for me to do this alone. So you guys will be my co-hosts, okay? Um, and I'll try to answer as many questions as possible. For example, the questions are coming in. Somebody saying, is Goldie okay? Goldie is fine. Goldie is great. Obviously, she has other things to do right now. I don't know even. She mentioned it last time, right? What is this about? I don't know. I'm gonna be safe and not talk about it. Is swearing allowed? Nope. Swearing, at least, I mean, not by me, not by me, because we're doing Iran. Like when I'm off Iran Revolution Live, when I have my other shows on Liberty Politics, yes. But when we're doing Iran Revolution Live, then no, no. All right, hold on. We got a super chat already. Let me see. And we're gonna get to the news first, but let me actually put a super chat goal, at least on my channel, and then thank you for your super chats. Yes. Okay. Let's start a goal there. But let me see what we have. Our first Sarah is saying, Armin, I'm ashamed to say I didn't know who you were before last December, but now that I do, you have a special place in my and our hearts forever. Oh my god, Sarah, that's so sweet. That's very kind. And also, why are you ashamed that you didn't know me? I'm not that famous. Okay. I'm not that famous. It would be surprising if you did know me. So why are you that ashamed? Don't be ashamed. And thank you so much for that special place in your heart. Um, thank you. That's very sweet. Okay. And thank you. Okay. Okay. So let's get to the news. Let's get to the news, and let's not screw up anymore. Okay. The beginning with the wrong intro, the only screw up for today. No more screw up. We're gonna check. We're gonna make sure that we use credible sources. We're gonna not swear. We are going to. What are the other standards that we have with Goldie? I'm pretty sure you guys make sure you guys help me out to make sure that we're abiding by all the golden Goldie's golden standards. Okay, right? Let's now go. Okay, let's go to the news. To the news. To the news. Here. Okay, and we also respond to the super chats and other chats as well. Okay, Cap is saying we love you, Armin. Your secret is safe with us. Okay, shh, everybody. Shh. Thank you, Cap. Thank you, Cap. Okay, let's hope that let's hope that this remains a secret. I mean, you know what would hurt if we were live streaming it publicly? That would make it very hard to keep a secret. Somebody saying, Armin, are you streaming on Rumble? No, because you need to for Rumble, you need to set it up on Goldie's account. So I don't have access to that, so I can't do that. We need Goldie for that. But guys, look at this. Look at this. This is a crazy news. You, oh my god, I can't believe this. I mean, I can, but still, this should not be normal. This should not be normal. This just happened. This just happened hours ago. The Islamic Republic Parliament working on a bill that proposes 50 million euros reward for killing Trump. This is an actual bill that is being that an actual parliament in a country is working on. Yes, insanity. Absolute insanity. Let me read this again for the people at the back, okay? There's a country on earth that unfortunately has a parliament that is working on a bill for a 50 million euro reward for killing Trump. Cap is saying, how would they pay that? 50 million is easy for them. You know, when it gets to billions, that's difficult, but 50 million is nothing. For a government, 50 million for a government with oil and gas, 50 million is. Oh, you mean how? Like, as in, how would you get the? I'm assuming with crypto. Javid is saying, they've already tried like 5 times, at least 3 times seriously, so ain't gonna do nothing. Actually, this is bigger. This is a bigger deal, unfortunately, Javid. This is a much bigger deal. Every single one of the people that so far tried to kill President Trump, those were amateurs. 50 million euros will get you professionals. Every single one of the people who have tried to kill President Trump so far has been an amateur. This type of money will get you professional assassins. Oh, we got another super chat saying Iran Revolution Live, hard. Thank you so much, John Bond. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, let me read the caption. Iran's parliament is reviewing a bill that requires the government to pay 50 million euros to any. Why euros? Can somebody tell me why the euros? Are they just offended to use dollars? 50 million euros to any individual or entity that kills US President Donald Trump in retaliation for the killing of Iran's leader and commanders, a senior lawmaker said on Thursday. Guys, this regime has to go. Like, look at this. This is insanity. This is absolute insanity. Like, why are we allowing such a thing to even exist? Look at this. We could actually read more details about this. Iran's parliament is reviewing a bill that requires the government to pay 50 million euros to any individual or entity that kills US President Donald Trump in retaliation for the killing of Iran's leaders and commanders, a senior lawmaker said on Thursday. Ebrahim Azizi. Let me look at this guy's face. Okay, Ebrahim Azizi. Head of Parliament's National Security and Foreign Policy Committee told the state TV that lawmakers have prepared several bills since the start of the March war, including one on countermeasures by military and security forces. We believe the vile president of the United States, the ominous and disgraceful Zionist prime minister, and the CENTCOM commander must be targeted and subjected to reciprocal actions, as it is said. YouTube, by the way, we're not endorsing any of this. In case your AI thinks that we're doing that, this is just the news. We're against violence. We're against this. Okay, we want President Trump to be safe and healthy and live for years and years to come. And then, look at this thing. This is our right. This is our right, he added. Just as our imam was martyred, the president of the United States must be dealt with by any Muslim or free person. Azizi said the bill stipulates that if any natural or legal person carries out this religious and ideological mission, the government is obligated to pay 50 million euros as a reward. Unbelievable. Yeah, see, Snoops is saying, wow, this is unreal. This is unreal, isn't it? This is actual news, guys. This is crazy. Guys, every single one of the other threats by the Islamic Republic against President Trump was not this official. There was been reports that showed that they were doing it. There was media propaganda. Okay, so there was like AI clips that, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. There was investigations by American intelligence agencies showing that there were some people trying to do something. This is on a different level. This is a public announcement that 50 million euros is available for whoever gets this done. I think there needs to be a major backlash against this. Like, why is this not headline news? Why is this not the main news right now everywhere? Like, for example, if I search for even the news that we like if I search for Fox News Iran, I don't see anything like that. This should be a big deal. Like, Americans should know this. This should get a lot of Americans to support toppling the regime, because they're passing a bill in their parliaments to kill your president. Even if you're against Trump, you should not tolerate this. Do you guys agree? Okay, we got super chats. Let's see. Wow, we got another super chat from John Bond. Thank you so much. Saying Javid Shah, 50 million gets a full team of bloodthirsty crazies. Yes, and it's worse than that, John Bond. 50 million gets you a full team of bloodthirsty crazies. No, here, let me read that again. 50 million gets you a full team of professional bloodthirsty crazies. That's the problem. 50 million is not that much money for a state, but it is a lot of money for assassins. And thank you for the super chat. So help me make this headline news. Let me actually repost this. Unbelievable. Like, I genuinely think that this should be the leading, headline news with all of the major news agencies right now, and I don't know why it's not. Oh, we got another super chat. Thank you so much. Saying June 14th is Flag Day and Trump's birthday. Trump is also hosting UFC Freedom 250 at the White House. Security will need to be super tight. Yeah, guys, the security so far has not been good enough, because even people who are not professional have managed to get close. So now, if the security is not good enough to stop amateurs, then it obviously is not good enough to stop professionals. Right? I don't understand how this is allowed. We got another super chat by Phil saying, you and Goldie showed a while back that regime tries to recruit Iranians through their embassy in Germany. Now it's reported that they are doing the same in Sweden. It's all over the news. Really? In Sweden, it's all over the news? I mean, this is how they have been operating in Europe for a very, very long time. So I'm glad if in Sweden it's all over the news, I'm happy about it. And thank you so much for the super chat. The problem is that the Islamic Republic sucks at actually training their own assassins. So now they're resorting to just putting money out there and getting professional assassins to do their jobs for them. Professional assassins in those countries locally do their job for them. And then we got another super chat by Todd saying, turn on showing it because it shouldn't be shown in promoting. Turn on showing it because it shouldn't be shown as promoting. Right? I think you're saying that maybe we shouldn't show it because showing it is promoting it. Is that what you're saying? Do I understand it? I don't know. I mean, this is the thing is that professional assassins will see this. Like, amateurs might not see this, but professional assassins looking for a job will see this regardless of us showing it or not, if that's what you're saying. And thank you for the super chat. Yeah. All right. So in other news, President Trump said something new, and I want to play that with you, and I want to analyze this with you guys. Okay. So let's listen to this. This is significant. This is about President Trump is being asked about the deal with the Islamic Republic and what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. Right? So let's listen to this. This is the most important news that came out in the last, and this is very new. This is fresh, new, and one of the most important things that President Trump has said. So let's listen to this.
Sir, I know there'll be a lot of questions around the China trip, but just first on Iran, have you rejected the latest proposal from Iran, or where does that stand?
Well, I looked at it, and if I don't like the first sentence, I just throw it away.
What was the first sentence?
An unacceptable sentence, because they fully agreed no nuclear, and if they have any nuclear of any form, I don't read the rest of it.
20 years is not enough for you. It's got to be a permanent.
No, 20 years is enough, but the level of guarantee from them is not enough. In other words, it's got to be a real 20 years, not a big one.
You've got to get all the fuel out and no
days, I think.
All right.
Million days.
So, guys, I need your help to understand this and make sense of this, okay? Because Goldie is usually here to give me the positive way of looking at everything that is happening. You know, she's my source of hope and optimism. I'm a natural skeptic. So Goldie is my source of optimism and hope, okay? So the first part, obviously fantastic. The second part, I need you guys to help me make sense of, right? The 20-year part. Yeah, exactly. Somebody's saying 20 years is not enough. Right? So this is like I'm thinking the standard response is that this is mind games, this is 3D chess, 5D chess, or 12D chess. But what do you guys think is happening here? And I'm gonna see if you have some questions. What do you guys think? Play it again for us. Okay, Texas Troop is saying play it again. So the first part is fantastic. The first part when President Trump says that, you know, I read the first sentence. They're not giving up their nuclear stuff, so it's garbage. Throw it out. That was strong, meaning that President Trump is not messing around. And yeah, that's fantastic, right? Hold on, let me see. What's this Q? Let me hide the current. Yeah, there you go. So the second part, I need you guys to help me. Oh, 47D chess. Okay. I don't know how many D's does it take. But here, listen again. I'll play it again. Listen carefully, because we need to understand this together.
Sir, I know there'll be a lot of questions around the China trip, but just first on Iran, have you rejected the latest proposal from Iran, or where does that stand?
Well, I looked at it, and if I don't like the first sentence, I just throw it away.
What was the first sentence?
An unacceptable sentence, because they fully agreed no nuclear, and if they have any nuclear of any form, I don't read the rest of it.
20 years is not enough for you. It's got to be a permanent.
No, 20 years is enough, but the level of guarantee from them is not enough. In other words, it's got to be a real 20 years, not a big one.
You've got to get all the fuel out and no
days, I think.
So he says 20 years is enough. Okay. And I'll see already some of your responses to this. So obviously, you know that I know that you know that I know 20 years is not enough. 20 years is basically the same, putting a 20-year limit on the Islamic Republic for stopping the enrichment of uranium is basically the JCPOA, is a sunset clause, is the main thing that we had. The problem that we had with the Obama deal, the JCPOA, is basically the same thing that President Trump constantly attacked the JCPOA for, the Obama deal for having a time limit. So let me see some of your responses, and I see some super chats as well. We'll get to that. So somebody is saying 20 years, that's some JCPOA crap. No way. Okay. Somebody is saying it's okay to wait for Islam to nuke their enemies for 20 years. Okay, but let me see the pro arguments. Okay, so here's the pro argument for President Trump. He's saying he's not counting on them realistically agreeing on any deal. So that's a positive way, saying that maybe even if we give them 20 years, even if we agree for them to enrich uranium after 20 years, even they would not even agree to that. So maybe he's counting on the fact that they will not even agree to that, because that will still be humiliating enough to the Islamic Republic where it will be unacceptable to them. So there's that. Somebody's saying he was just saying 20 years was not the problem. No, that's not what he said. He said 20 years is enough. Like, if, but it needs to be a strong, listen to it again. He's saying 20 years is enough, but it needs to be a strong 20 years. Yeah, but there you go. So this maybe makes sense. Snoops is saying he's not counting on the Islamic Republic to be existing within 20 years. Right? So that's another reason people have. Let me play it again.
I don't read the rest of it.
So 20 years is not enough for you. It's got to be a perfect.
No, 20 years is enough. But the level of guarantee from them is not enough. In other words, it's got to be a real 20 years, not a big one.
It's going to be a real 20 years, right? So Texas is saying right before the 20 years comment, he said, if language of their offer includes nuclear, he rejects it outright. I mean, he means that if it includes, so what he means by that is that if it means that they could have nuclear, then he's going to throw it away. But by saying 20 years is enough, that means that after 20 years, they can enrich uranium, but they have to, within the first sentence, they have to tell me that they're serious about not enriching uranium within that 20 years. That's what he's saying. So somebody's saying, everyone take a deep breath and calm down. Trump knows what he's doing. So the thing is that people want to know how, because here's the thing. Many Iranians get nervous when they hear this, and I can't blame them, right? Right? We can. I know that you guys will say like, "Oh, don't worry, he knows what he's doing," but we need to give an explanation, right? We need to give an explanation. We cannot just be relying on be like, "Oh, just know that it's going okay." I think we need to give people an explanation. Don't you think that it requires an explanation? I mean, Goldie gives us explanations. Somebody saying he cannot possibly believe anything the regime says. Why does he continue this asinine game? Well, I mean, the game has divided the regime. Okay, let me give you the most charitable position on this, because the people who are against this, they're like, oh my God, what is this? This is the JCPOA. This is the same as the Obama deal with a time limit for the time that the Islamic Republic cannot enrich, and then after it enrich. How is this different from the Obama deal? So that's the pessimistic take. Let me give you the optimistic take. The optimistic take is that the Islamic Republic would not even be able to agree to this, even if you give them the 20-year sunset clause, where you allow them to enrich after 20 years. They would not even be able to agree to that. And because they wouldn't be able to agree to that, even you being so flexible demonstrates how unreasonable the Islamic Republic is, right? So, guys, we know that the Islamic Republic probably will not be able to survive the next 20 years, right? We know that. But that's not the point. The point is that if a deal that the Islamic Republic agrees to is meant to be a surrender deal, that humiliates them to the point that turns the pro-regime people against them, if that's the point, then we need to make the deal something very hard for them to accept. And that's why some people say, like, no, you shouldn't give them the 20 years because, yes, sure, the Islamic Republic is not going to be around in 20 years. But if you give them a deal where it says they can enrich uranium after 20 years, they could sell that as a win to their support base, to their pro-regime people, and see, like, look, we managed to get the ability to enrich uranium in 20 years. So it wouldn't be as crushing to the Islamic Republic compared to a deal that doesn't allow the 20 years. Okay, but here's the optimistic take that I will tell you guys. Okay, here's what I will tell you. That they can't even agree to that, and even that would be humiliating for them, because if you actually look at what the pro-regime people want, that is not even remotely close to what the pro-regime people want. And guys, I will get to your comments and super chats. By the way, guys, do you like this, or do you want, because I think some of you are getting frustrated with me for like showing you information that might like doubt Trump or something like that. Like, are you guys getting frustrated with me? Like, or is it good for us to consider both sides of this argument? Because I want to make sure that you guys we're good here, right? Okay, good. No, you're cool. All right, because sometimes people get upset. So let me show you these billboards in Iran. Let me actually. Okay, so look at this. These are 5 billboards in Iran, right? That are telling the Iranian people that this is the conditions for the Islamic Republic to accept a deal for ending the war. These are the five conditions, right? And let me tell you what the conditions are. And anything short of this will be seen by the pro-regime people inside Iran as humiliation and defeat and the weakness of the Islamic Republic. Yes, they put the conditions on the billboards. So this ties their hand, because not only they're communicating what the conditions are, they're advertising it to the pro-regime people to the point that if they accept anything short of this, the pro-regime Iranians will see the Islamic Republic as being defeated. Oh, thank you, Cap, saying we really appreciate your perspective. Well, thank you, right? So let me look at this. 5 پنج شرط اصلی ایران برای پایان جنگ. So you can see the right side, the blue part is the same, which says the 5 conditions, the 5 main conditions for ending the war. This is the conditions that the Islamic Republic has for America. And you can see that they have the graphics here, and then what the condition is, and that changes in every billboard. And you can see that this is billboard number 1, with the number 1 sign, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you're in Iran and you want to know what the 5 conditions are, you need to drive around. To be like, oh my God, this is billboard number 2. Oh, wait, where's billboard number 1? I need to drive around to find billboard number. What's condition 1? I basically need to drive around to see what the 5 conditions are, right? So I'll tell you. Okay, you're saying, what do the billboards say? I'm telling you. The right side, the blue side, is telling you the 5 conditions, the 5 main conditions for the end of the war. The left side is the graphics for the condition, the number with the hand sign showing you what the number is, and the writing of the conditions. Okay, so condition number 1. Okay, let's count together. رفع تمامی تحریم ها. The removal of all sanctions. The removal of all sanctions on the Islamic Republic. That's the condition number 1 for the Islamic Republic, for them to end the war, for them to not fight against the Americans, right? The Americans, the Israelis, and also the Arab countries around the region. That's condition number 1. That's what they want first. So that's dreaming exactly. Okay, so that's condition number 1. Let's go to condition number 2. پرداخت غرامت جنگی. Payment of reparations. So they want the Americans, number 2, to pay for the damages they caused to the Islamic Republic for Operation Epic Fury. America has to pay the Islamic Republic. So that's condition number 2. Right? People are yeah, Texas Trip is saying they're smoking crack. And people are laughing in the chat. Yep. Okay. Guys, remember, anything short of this by pro-regime people will be considered treason by regime officials. It would be considered any official responsible for accepting anything short of this will be considered a Zionist spy, somebody who betrayed the Islamic Republic, right? And the regime would lose its own followers if they accept anything short of this. Okay, so that's number 2. Let's go to number 3. Number 3. حاکمیت ایران بر تنگه هرمز. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. I support this so much because these people live in La La Land, and this is good. This is good, by the way, guys. I know we're laughing, but this is good because it means that there's no way to get a deal. حاکمیت ایران بر تنگه هرمز. They want the acceptance of the Islamic Republic's control over the Strait of Hormuz. Meaning that from now on, indefinitely, the Islamic Republic will be ruling over the Strait of Hormuz. This is just going to be the new normal. That's what they want. Right? And the Americans have to accept that for the deal to... This is why President Trump says, like, yeah, I'm not even reading this. Their conditions are garbage, right? So that's number 3. Let's see. Yeah, it gets worse. It gets worse, okay? So number 5, I think, is ridiculous. But let's see number 4. آزاد سازی پولهای بلوکه شده. So basically, release of frozen funds. All of the Islamic Republic's frozen funds. You know, basically what Obama did. Okay, they want President Trump to do what Obama did when, remember when President Trump gave them bags of cash, millions and millions of dollars to the Islamic Republic. That was the release of frozen funds. So they want President Trump to do what he attacked President Obama for. Yeah, Texas Trooper saying, how about no? How about no? Right? They want President Trump to do what Obama did. So the release of the frozen funds of the Islamic Republic. Guys, the release of frozen funds are on top of, the payment for the damages, the reparations for the damages of the war to the Islamic Republic, right? And number 5, you're going to love this. You're going to love this. They want ceasefire. So I need to explain to you what this means. They want ceasefire on all fronts. And they want a guarantee for it. And look at the graphics that they have for that. They want the Americans to sign an agreement promising that they will never attack Hezbollah, Hamas, IRGC, Ex-Shia, Zainabiyun, Fatimiyun, all of the... Basically, United States has to commit to agreeing never attacking any of these terrorist groups ever again. That needs to be in the agreement. That Hezbollah, Hamas, Ex-Shia, Zainabiyun, Fatimiyun, Kataeb, I don't know, the Shia terrorist groups in Syria, whatever has remained of them, that has to be hands off. They have to agree to that. And they should commit to that. They should agree that that should be part of the agreement. Yeah, somebody say, yeah, number 6, we want to control over the entire world. Yeah, why not? Yeah, how about no? How about no? Okay, so it's safe to say that what the Americans want and what the Islamic Republic is willing to give is not that close. Would you agree? Like, if Americans are here, it's not like the Islamic Republic is here. It's not like it's here. It's like they're on a different universe. Notice how, like, thinking that there's no talk of nuclear or anything. Like, guys, if we go back to President Trump and what he said, given that this is what the expectation of pro-regime Iranians is, given that this is what their expectation is, you could rest assured that even giving in a little bit to the United States, basically saying we're not going to enrich uranium for half an hour, forget 20 years, for half a year, if the Islamic Republic even agrees to that, the pro-regime people are going to be like, what the hell? Why would you bend the knee to them? We were winning this war. We don't need to agree to any of their demands. So this is why it might be safe to say that 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, 15 years, this is again, this is the optimistic version. I don't know. You know what? I don't know what's happening. Okay. I can't read minds. Okay. But I could tell you the optimistic perspective would be that President Trump is just messing with them and he's just buying time. If we're going with the optimistic version of this, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Is that too optimistic? Is that too optimistic? To be fair, guys, this is making some Iranian people nervous. But this is how you could look at it from an optimistic perspective. And you can see Snoop is saying exactly, Armin. Omid is saying that's also the likely one. It is realistic. Snoop is saying it's realistic. Okay. We'll see. Okay. Let's do some super chats before we go to the rest of the news. Wow, we got a lot of super chats. You guys are very kind today. Thank you so much. Let me actually remove these other stars. Okay. Wow. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. All right. So, Miss Hypnotics 513 is saying, I think he's okay with 20 years because he knows the urgency will be gone way before that time comes. That's true. What we want to make sure, though, with the deal is that it's either, and so this is the two conditions that we have for the deal. It either needs to be something impossible for the Islamic Republic to be able to agree to, or a deal that if the Islamic Republic agrees to, it would be basically a surrender deal, because it would be a deal that the pro-regime Iranians will consider an absolute defeat of the Islamic Republic, and the Islamic Republic would lose absolute legitimacy among its followers, and the Islamic Republic will become much less stable, even compared to where it is right now, once it loses legitimacy even among its own followers. And I could say that based on what I've shown you, even with the 20-year agreement, we will get there. Even with a 20-year, do you guys understand what I'm trying to point? Like, even with a 20-year freeze on enriching of uranium, we will get there. And guys, none of this means that we're believing the Islamic Republic. Of course, if the Islamic Republic signs an agreement that says that we're not going to enrich uranium for 20 years, that doesn't mean that they're not going to enrich uranium for the 20 years. They will continue to enrich uranium for 20 years. Of course, we know that. Okay. But the point is that the Islamic Republic cannot even bring itself to lie about agreeing to such a deal because of the level of humiliation that the pro regime people will not accept that. Somebody saying, "Poor Armin dealing with all of us alone." I love hanging about with you guys. I love you guys. I love being with you guys. This is my idea of having fun. And Texas Troop is saying, "Exactly, Mr. Navabi, and Trump knows that." Okay. Okay, let's go through super chats. Thank you, Miss Hypnotic, for the super chat. Let's go to the next super chat. Phil 1832 saying Sweden's security police have also said that the regime have hired gang criminals in Sweden in the past to target Jews, Israelis, etc. So it's not necessarily Iranians that would be hired. Yes, the Islamic Republic is so desperate for assassins everywhere against Israelis, Jews, and anti-regime Iranians that they are open to hiring anybody, any criminal locally, and that makes them a lot more dangerous because they might not be good at assassinations, but they might be able to find people who are and pay them. And thank you, Phil, for the super chat. And then we have Wyatt saying, "I imagine the news of 50 million euros will spread fast through the world, the world's prisons and gangs to the okay. That's a huge, and with that much money, it's worth for them. It's worth the risk. Yeah, this is why we need to end the Islamic Republic, guys. One way or another, the Islamic Republic has to go. The world should not tolerate this level of evil. Like this is too much. This is too much. Like we need to get rid of them already. Like how can we tolerate this? Right? And then we have another super chat. And thank you, Wyatt, for the super chat. Cap is saying, "Oh, Cap, thank you for the super chat." Saying Trump is buying time while working behind the scenes. That is the best case scenario. That is the best case scenario, and it matches what happened right before Operation Epic Fury started, and it also matches it matches what happened before Operation Midnight Hammer as well, right? Because in both of those cases, right in the middle of negotiations, wham, President Trump was negotiating, buying time for everything to get in place, and then he hit them. So if you are correct, it matches what we've seen before. It matches our previous observations. And then we got another super chat by thank you, Cap. Thank you for the super chat. And wow, guys, thank you so much. You guys are so generous today. Nima saying YouTube the Hell No song. That's YouTube the Hell No song. That's my response. Okay, that's copyrighted, so I don't know. But yeah, I think I know what you're. Yeah, I know what what song you're talking about. And no, I'm not going to sing it because I'm terrible at singing. So, okay, thank you, Nima. Thank you. Actually, here. Oh, I can't show that. That's copyrighted. But here's something close. Can I show that clip? I can't show it. No, but I could show you the image. You guys know who knows what I'm talking about? Who knows what I'm about to show right now? If you could guess it before I show it, you're a genius. Anybody want to guess? Copy image address. Okay. So here's our response, okay? So this is the Islamic Republic 5 conditions, all right? They want all sanctions removed. They want the reparations for the war. They want to be able to control the Strait of Hormuz. They want their blocked, um, all of their frozen assets to be frozen funds to be released, and they also want no attacks on their terrorist groups proxies ever again, right? So this is, I think, the best meme for it. I wish I could play the video for this one, but again, Goldie and I were doing basically no copyrighted material anymore. That's what we're doing, right? So I'm just going to show you the picture. This is what I imagine every time I read the Islamic Republic's conditions. Like, you know this. Everybody here knows the scene, right? You guys know the scene. You guys know the scene, right? This is what plays in my that scene plays in my head every single time I'm reading the conditions of the Islamic Republic. Every single time. Okay, I'm hearing it in my head right now. Okay. How about you? Okay, I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay. All right. So let's go to Nina. Thank you, Nina, for the super chat saying, is it possible that Trump went to China to negotiate about the chips, software, hardware in the, what is this? You're writing in codes. Let me see. Let me bring it up. Hardware in what? In the Islamic Republic's phones, so the people could have. Oh, okay, yep. Can that? Wait, I need to decode. Can that wall be broken by China, so that we could have a? I don't think China would do that. China would like to. China. Okay, so here's the thing. China likes using the Islamic Republic as leverage. China likes to have a weak regime inside Iran that it treats it like it's. Oh, I can't use bad words. You know what I'm talking about, right? It treats Islamic Republic like a puppet, like a B word, right? Like its own B word. So if China does anything that aggressive against the Islamic Republic will basically abandon working for China in the region. So I don't think that the China would be able to. China doesn't support the Islamic Republic as much as they do support the Islamic Republic, but not to the level that the Islamic Republic wants. But they don't come out. They do support them here and there because they like to use the Islamic Republic as leverage against the United States, but they don't go as that far. They don't go that far, because they don't want to anger. There's a limit to how much they support the Islamic Republic because they care about Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, and Kuwait more than they care about the Islamic Republic. So that's why there's a limit to how much they support them. And they don't want to anger those Arab countries around the Persian Gulf, right? However, they don't also want to lose the Islamic Republic as a leverage, so they wouldn't turn this much against the Islamic Republic. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, they do want the Hormuz Strait to be open. But they also understand that Islamic Republic is not going to give up that leverage, even if China wants them to, right? So there's that. Let's go to the next super chat. Let's go here. I should remove that one. So Dominic is saying you're a rock star, Armin. Wow. Dominic, thank you so much. Saying you're a rock star, Armin, Payande Iran. I really appreciate that. Wow, we got so many super chats today. I didn't expect that. Thank you, Dominic. And then Sherry is saying 2 grandfathers served in World War II, brothers over 37 years in U.S. Air Force. Wow, thank you for their service. Please thank all of them on behalf of us for their service. Soon, in-law just enlisted in Air Force. Oh my God, you have a military family. That is something to be proud of, Sherry. Wow, what an honor! Thank you to all of them. And Sherry is saying proud to be an American. Proud to be an American. Sherry, yeah, you should be proud, and every single American should be proud. This is United States has done more than any other country to provide the peace and stability that our world needs today. And anybody who's American, and especially any American that has contributed to that, should be very, very proud of their nation and of themselves. And you should be very proud of your family, and I know that you are. What a amazing family to be a part of, Sherry. And then, oh, Sherry also gave us a super chat saying, by the way, F Obama. I agree. That's good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sherry. That's very generous. And then we have in server saying, oh, gifted one membership to Liberty Politics YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's very kind. And we got another super chat by Angry Keyboard Warrior saying, would you bring on a not Wilf? She's starting a new party in Israel focusing on dismantling Palestinianism in favor of Arab Zionism. She also retweeted one of your videos about Pahlavi back in March. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not here, but maybe on the Liberty Politics, because I don't want to speak on behalf of Goldie. So on my YouTube channel, Liberty Politics, would love to, on one of those, I would love to do that. So if you reach out to her, maybe my email is on my Twitter bio, my ex Twitter bio. My email is there, so you could share that with her and tell her I would love to have her on for sure. And thank you for that suggestion. And Christian Ivan is thank you for the super chat. I can't believe how many super chats we're getting today, by the way. Christian is saying, hi, Armin. If you saw the Norwegian government meeting with Islamic regime, I did. Hope it makes it better than the Norwegian government. Hope it makes you feel better than makes it better that the Norwegian government have 65% disapproval. Hope you buy something nice. Well, thank you. I will buy something nice. Maybe a shirt that fits me better, because people are telling me these shirts that I've gotten are too loose. So I'm going to use your super chat to buy a tighter shirt, right? They're saying this is too big. So I'm going to do that. Is that a good idea? Should I buy that? And yes, that does make me feel a lot better, because that was such a disappointment. It was evil that the Norwegian government went and met with the Islamic Republic in such a friendly way after they massacred my people. Yeah, is this not too loose? People are telling me this is too loose. People telling me the t-shirts that I had fit me better, and these are too loose. Am I wrong? No, size is perfect? Okay. Maybe I could buy one size lower and then we could compare. No, you're good? Okay. Well, let me see. Neilman is saying that sounds like people who want to see Armin in a tight shirt. You are being objectified, Armin. Oh, okay. I mean, I am an object. I mean, so is everything else. I never got that word, objectified. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, okay, never mind. I'm gonna go there. Yeah, they'll shrink. Oh yeah, maybe. Thank you, thank you, Nobody, for your. Nobody is saying no. You're just a piece of meat. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Nobody. Okay. So let me remove these stars. Ooh. And then we have, oh, Miss Hypnotic gifted 5 memberships, 5 Liberty Politics memberships on the Liberty Politics YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go actually here. Thank you so much for that. That's very generous. And then in server, another membership gift on Liberty Politics. Thank you so much for that. And then Amir saying, what is this? Oh, Win Anat Wilf, she's great. Okay, then if she emails me, I would love to talk to her for sure. Love, would love to. I just don't have time to go reach out to people. Okay, I'm streaming 8 hours a day, 4 live streams a day. 4 live streams a day. It doesn't, and guys, I'm doing 4 live streams a day, and I have also other businesses. 4 live streams a day, plus I have other businesses, plus I have my own personal life. So yeah, so if I'm gonna do a show with somebody, it needs to be big deal, and it needs to be, they need to reach out to me because I have no time to arrange that. Ooh, okay. Let me finish the super chats, and we have a major update. So let me do this. So Sherry saying, how do we gift memberships? Is it a one time for 1 month, or is it a monthly fee? No, it's a one time. You're getting, it's a one time, and it's basically right next to the super chat. If you click the super chat button, you have an option to get memberships, and it's for, you only pay it once, and it gets them 1 month of membership for people who get it, but it also encourages them to renew after it's over, but you're only paying once. And thank you for asking. Saying, oh, and kept saying Armin needs a tuxedo shirt. You know what? Maybe I'll do it one day just to see how you guys, I'm going to wear a tuxedo, and I'm going to come live on air and act like nothing is different just to see how you guys will react. Okay, guys, so we have an important update apparently. Let me go see that. I saw somebody in the chat saying this. I can't spell. Why can't I spell today? God damn it. There we go. Ooh, guys, major update. I think Princess of Pahlavi just posted. Okay. Wait, did I swear? I didn't swear. Swear jar? What? Did I swear? I did not swear. Did I say anything? Did I swear? I did not swear. Don't lie to me. I think you're messing with me. Okay. Wait, I said God? Okay. Oh, I can't say that. Anyways, let's get to Princess of Pahlavi. So Princess of Pahlavi made a video. Oh my god. Let me read. Should I read the caption first, or just play the video first? Let me play the video first, and then we'll go through reading it. Right? Play it first. Play video. Yes. Okay. So read the subtitles.
هم میهنان عزیزم، در روزهایی که شما با شجاعت در برابر رژیم اشغالگر ایران ایستاده اید، این نظام منفور و منزوی همچنان به تجاوز به جان و مال مردم ادامه می‌دهد تا سرنگونی حتمی خود را اندکی به تعویق اندازد. در چنین شرایطی وظیفه خود می‌دانم که تصویر عدالت در فردای ایران را برای کسانی که با جنایتکاران همکاری کنند روشن‌تر ترسیم کنم. در این راستا از کمیته تدوین مقررات عدالت انتقالی ایران خواستم درباره 2 موضوع مهم نظر مشورتی خود را ارائه کند. نخست، موضوع مسئولیت کیفری افرادی که با ساختارهای سرکوبگر جمهوری اسلامی همکاری می کنند و دوم، موضوع مصادره اموال معترضان و خانواده های آنان. این کمیته اکنون نخستین نظر مشورتی خود را صادر کرده و پیام آن روشن است. این اقدامات همکاری‌های ساده یا بی اهمیت نیستند، بلکه یاری رسانی به جنایت علیه بشریت محسوب می‌شوند. هیچ مقام، هیچ دستور و هیچ بهانه‌ای نمی‌تواند مسئولیت کیفری فردی را از میان ببرد. بنابراین هر فردی که آگاهانه و داوطلبانه با ساختارهای سرکوبگر رژیم همکاری کند، چه در داخل و چه در خارج از ایران، باید بداند که در معرض مسئولیت کیفری قرار خواهد گرفت. خواه این همکاری از نوع گزارشدهی یا خبرچینی باشد، خواه از نوع مشارکت در ایستهای بازرسی باشد، خواه از نوع بکارگیری کودکان و نوجوانان در سرکوب معترضان باشد و خواه از نوع تحصیل، انتقال یا خرید و فروش اموالی باشد که در جریان سرکوب از معترضان و خانواده‌های آنان مصادره شده است. از این رو نه تنها افرادی که در صدور دستور، اجرای آن یا تسهیل این مصادره ها نقش دارند در معرض مسئولیت قرار خواهند گرفت، بلکه کسانی که آگاهانه و داوطلبانه به خرید و فروش این اموال میپردازند نیز باید پاسخگو باشند. این مسئولیت استفاده از اموال یا دارایی‌های آنان برای جبران خسارت وارد شده به مالکان اصلی را نیز شامل می شود. بنابراین به همه کسانی که امروز در صدد همکاری با دستگاه سرکوب رژیم هستند هشدار می دهم. پیش از آن که دست به اقدامی بزنید که به مردم ایران آسیب جانی، مالی و یا اجتماعی برساند، به آینده خود و خانواده‌تان بیندیشید. به آن روز بیندیشید که ایران آزاد خواهد شد. روزی که حقیقت پنهان نخواهد ماند. روزی که اسامی آشکار خواهد شد. روزی که هیچ متجاوز و جنایتکاری از پاسخگویی در برابر قانون در امان نخواهد ماند. آن روز ملت ایران حکومتی خواهد داشت که حقوق ایرانیان را محترم می‌دارد و ایران را به سرزمینی آزاد و آباد بدل می‌کند. پاینده ایران.
پاینده ایران، جاوید شاه. Oh, you can't read subtitles? Sorry. I'll just read it for you then. Ninja Rusa, thank you so much for the super chat. And then Sherry, thank you so much. Ninja Rusa saying hello. Hello back at you. Sherry saying tight shirts and 5 o'clock shadow. Oh my God. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Okay. And you purr like a cat. Rico is saying, is there an advantage to things moving slowish? It seems like this is giving time for the Shah to solidify. Well, I mean, here's the thing. The Iranian people are going through a lot of hunger and, you know, food scarcity and lack of ability to pay for their medicine. So things going slowly is making the situation very difficult for the Iranian people. That's my main concern, right? I actually made a video about it and released it earlier today. If you guys want, I could play it. Yeah. So yeah, a couple of hours ago, I released a video talking about why it's this is not sustainable. Like, we need to speed things up. If you go to my channel, the latest video that I have there explains this, why we need to speed things up. And thank you, Rico, by the way, Rico Minovo, for the super chat. Appreciate your support. All right, so let's go through the caption. I'll just read it for you guys. Saying, my dear, so Princess of Pahlavi posted this, and this is basically the translation of just the video that we just listened to. My dear compatriot, as the people of Iran courageously stand against the Islamic Republic, the occupier of Iran, and as this wounded, despised, and isolated regime continues its assault on the lives and property of our people in a futile attempt to delay its inevitable fall, I consider it my duty to more clearly articulate the what is this? Contours of justice in a future Iran, in a future Iran, for those who may be contemplating cooperation with the perpetrators of this regime. So this is good, because this means that Princess of Pahlavi is putting the fear in them, is making them, basically this is a measure to try to make pro-regime people that their actions are not going to be without consequences, right? So he says, to that end, I requested that the Committee for Drafting Transitional Justice Program, the Committee for Drafting Transitional Justice Program in Iran, provide its advisory opinion on two important issues. First, the criminal liability of individuals who cooperate with the Islamic Republic's repressive structures, and second, the confiscation of property belonging to protesters and their families. The committee has now issued its first advisory opinion. Its message is clear. These acts are not simple or insignificant forms of cooperation. They constitute aiding and abetting crimes against humanity. No position, order, or excuse can eliminate individual criminal liability. Accordingly, anyone who knowingly and voluntarily cooperates with the regime's repressive structures, whether inside or outside Iran, must understand that they will face criminal liability. So, guys, this is all designed to make the people who are working with the Islamic Republic inside and outside of Iran that there will be a time when we will come after them. So this is a very effective strategy on trying to make a lot of these people hesitate, right? Saying whether such cooperation takes the form of reporting or informing, whether it takes the form of participation in checkpoints, whether it takes the form of using children or adolescents in the repression of protesters, and whether it takes the form of acquiring, transferring, buying, or selling property, confiscated from protesters and their families in the course of repression. So even if you basically buy the property, even if you're not the one who's taking it, but buying it, you're still basically involved in crimes against humanity. And saying, yes, not only those who play a role in issuing such orders, enforcing them, or facilitating these confiscations will face liability, but also those who knowingly and voluntarily acquire or sell such property must be held accountable. That liability includes the use of their assets or property to compensate the original owners from the harm inflicted on them. Therefore, I warn all those considering cooperation with this regime's machinery of repression before taking any actions that causes physical, financial, or social harm to the people of Iran. Think of your future and that of your family. So guys, imagine if you go save so much money to buy a house, and then once the regime falls, they come and take that house away from you without paying you anything, because you bought a house that the regime took from anti-regime people that were active inside or outside of Iran. If the regime takes that house by force and sells it, if you buy that house will be taken away from you and be given back to the people, to the original owners, with no compensation for you. That means that all the money that you save to buy a house is now gone. So you shouldn't be buying it. You shouldn't be buying that, right? So you think of the day when Iran will be free, the day when the truth will no longer be hidden, the day when names will be revealed, and the day when no perpetrator can escape accountability before the law. The Iranian nation will have a government that respects its people's rights and will transform Iran into a free and prosperous country. Long live Iran, Reza Pahlavi. Long live Iran, Javid Shah. So good to have these. Let me repost that. Guys, aren't we lucky to have him as a leader? We got so lucky with that. We got so lucky with that. Let me see. We got so lucky. Okay, so we have some other updates. By the way, guys, the video that I was talking about, so people who are watching this on Goldie's channel, please, on Liberty Politics, please go and watch this video I made recently. Okay, 4 hours ago. Like basically in the playlist at the top of the channel, Armin Navabi's political analysis, the most recent video I made. Go watch that, because it shows you why we're running out of time. That we can't just wait for the Islamic Republic to collapse. The Iranian people are dealing with severe hunger and lack of food, lack of access to healthcare, can't pay for operations, can't pay. Like, it's a really bad situation right now. Like, we need to speed up this process. So please go watch that. Again, I'll put the link to Liberty Politics on Goldie's channel, so you guys could go and, if you want, subscribe there. Let me actually respond to some super chats. We got 2 more super chats. Acknowledge Unknown gave us a $2 super sticker, not a super chat, super sticker. Thank you so much for that. And Sherry again with an, oh my God, Sherry, you're so generous. You always support us so much. Thank you so much. Sherry with another super chat saying, 1 more super chat if you give us a good rant. Well, I already got the super chat. Okay. Well, I mean, here's the thing, Sherry. The rants do not come on demand. The rants are, or like, I don't make them happen. Okay. It's this, like when I rant, it's not like me acting. Okay. It's organic. I cannot just make it happen. Like, I need to actually genuinely see something, and my natural reaction to it would be like me getting angry. So it's not like I could just bring it. I cannot just be like, here's a rant, right? So, but I promise that rants will happen, okay? Especially on my shows that I do before this on Liberty Politics, when I'm reviewing, Piers Morgan videos, and all the people there with the dumb takes. So I need to see a dumb take, and it will just organically happen. And if I force it, it's not good. If I force it, it's not going to be good. You know what I mean? It would be like, the audience is very smart. If I force a rant, the audience could tell, be like, that was fake. The people could like, that was a fake rant. Yeah, exactly. Neil Bunny saying rants are inevitable. They are. They will come. I promise. It will happen. Right? But they cannot, it's not a matter of when, because I don't know. It's it is. Oh, wait, what is it? It's not a matter of if, okay? And it's not a matter of when either, because I don't know when. Okay, it's not a matter of if. That didn't work out. That didn't work out the way I thought it would in my head. Yes, this is a great idea. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Next organic rent that happens, say this rent was prepaid by Sherry and flowed naturally right now. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So the next rant, we're going to say that this was prepaid by Sherry and it was completely natural, not at all forced. Good. So Johnson, Armin overthinking a rant. I overthink everything. You have no idea the things that I overthink in my head. Okay. I overthink everything and I keep most of them in my head because if you knew what goes on in my head, you were like, oh my God, Armin, you don't need to think about that this much. Anyways, it's really bad. Yeah. Armin Rants brought to you by Sherry. Okay. Let's go back to the news. Let me actually close a whole bunch of stuff because this is messy. This is messy. All right, so I have some important news brought to you by Nail Bunny. Right? So let me bring this. Okay, let's translate this. Israeli and American sources have told Israel's Channel 11 that this country, Israel, has demanded the resumption of war with Tehran in a clear message to Washington. Guys, Israel wants to get. Israel is like itching to go back. Like this, like us Iranian people. They're like, let's get in. Let's get in there, right? So, guys, Israelis and Iranians are both like, let's go. Like, come on. Okay, so this is why. Oh, look at this. My friend, my Israeli friend, Dr. Ellert, is saying, I cleaned my shelter. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. Look at this. This is the most wholesome, beautiful support for military operation that I've ever seen. They're like, Israeli people are ready to go. Like, let's go. And like, he has his shelter cleaned. Everything is ready. Oh my God. I love you. I love you. That's amazing. All right. Okay. So, oh my God. Guys, the Iranian people and the Israeli people are so aligned with their goals. This is, because for both of us, this is existential, right? And guys, we understand for Americans, this is a security nightmare that needs to be fixed. But for Israelis, this is about the entirety of Israel existing, right? So it's understandable, right? Guys, everybody should be their country first. This is natural, and that's what we would never criticize any citizens of another country for not prioritizing their country first. It's completely, that's what we want from everybody. Okay, like even if there are some lack of alignment, we already have so much alignment with the Americans, with the Israelis, but sometimes it doesn't completely align. Sometimes it's not 100% alignment, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing because Americans shouldn't be Iran first. Americans should be America first. Okay? Iranians should be Iran first. Israelis should be Israeli first. We celebrate the fact that we have so much mutual goals and so much mutual interest. We celebrate that. We love that. Okay? But we all should be our country first, obviously, right? That's what you expect from everybody. And we cooperate and we work with each other and we love each other and we support each other in our mutual aligned goals and interests. But if there's ever some misalignment, we would not criticize. If there's ever even the slightest amount like misalignment, any misalignment, we do not criticize. And in fact, we expect nothing less. Okay, because Americans are America first, and that's how it should be. Okay, let me read the rest though. According to this report, one of the positions is to carry out limited and targeted attacks against Iran's fuel and energy facilities. Okay. Wow. This is a big news. This is big, guys. We got a lot of pressure to go back to boom booms. Yeah, this is great. So let me actually remove these stars. Okay, we got another super chat. Let me do the super chat saying, let me help you. This is by Christian saying, let me help you with ranting. Oh, no. Okay, but here's the thing. If I want to rant, then it's already artificial. Anyways, but let me read this. The Norwegian delegation said lots of people support the regime and they became. Really? Did they really say that? Did they actually say that? What's happening in Norway, guys? I've seen so many Norwegian people to just be pro the terroristic movement called Palestine and pro the axis of resistance and anti what they call imperialist West and so many woke garbage. What's happening in Norway? Like, why is this happening? Is that true, by the way? Is this true that Norway is that far gone? Said lots of people support the regime and they became sad seeing posters of people killed in the bombing. Did Norway comment anything about people dying in the massacre in early January? Yeah, Dr. Ehlert is saying no way, Norway. Did they comment about that? There's so much anti-Israeli hate in Norway as well. Not just by the government, but by the people as well, I heard. Is that true? Maybe I could check that out. This makes me sad. Saying also US and regime is closer. Also, US and regime is closer than they think. I don't know what that means, that part. Who? Also US and regime closer. I don't know. Oh, that what they said? That's what the Norwegians said? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they said. Yeah, that's just disappointing. Again, if you that just makes me sad right now instead of like angry. That makes me really sad. Let me tell you why I feel sad. One of my best friends in Iran just recently managed to get internet, and then he messaged me and he said, "This is what he said. This is what he sent to me." Okay, and I didn't tell him, but it made me very emotional. Like I almost felt like crying. Because for more than 70 days he hasn't been online and he finally got online, and this is the message that he sent me after seeing the world's reaction to what happened in Iran and everything that happened after. He said, Armin, why are we so alone? That's what he sent me. He said, Armin, why are we so alone? Why don't people care about us? That's what he said. I don't know if he's here now, but he was paying so much to be on the live show as well. Yeah. And thank you, Christian, for the super chat. And Amir, thank you for the super chat. Amir saying, I am Iran, Israel first. Oh, I can see by your Amir. Love you, Amir. Look at the profile picture. You have to see the Israeli flag and also the Iranian flag. Love you, Amir. Thank you for that. Thank you. All right. Let me remove the super chat. Yeah, people are saying you're not alone. Yeah, I told him so many reasons. This is what keeps us up. This is why we keep fighting, because we want to be able to gain as much support for the Iranian people so that they don't feel like they're alone. So let me go to the next news. Okay, this is. Oh, I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna do Voice of America because I don't want to give them any visibility. Voice of America is an anti-Iranian. Voice of America has been taken by separatists, by anti-Iranian separatists. So I don't want to give them any visibility. So let me go to the next. All right, let's go to the next. What is this? Indian. Oh, yeah, this is the same news. So, guys, India. Any Indians here right now? Look at this. Indian vessel sinks after suspected drone attack as Arakchi visits Delhi. This is interesting. Let me actually. I wonder, like, I'm actually a bit disappointed with some Indians. There are many Indians on social media that have been very supportive of our fight against the Islamic Republic, but I've heard that many other people in India are turning against the United States and are supporting the Islamic Republic. And I'm not talking Muslim Indians; I'm talking just Indians, right? And they're supporting the Islamic Republic because they think that the United States is in the wrong, and that they're upset about oil prices in India. So let me know if that's true. Is that what the general feel? Yeah, actually, I checked at a poll. That's actually the general feeling in India, which is so disappointing because I thought that the Indian people would be mostly on our side, and apparently that's not the case. Yeah, see somebody saying, yeah, there are many Indians that hate Trump, USA, and Israel support. That is disappointing. It's true. I thought Indian people would be mostly on our side. And I saw some polls that said, like, no. Okay, so let's read this though. An Indian flag cargo ship sank off the coast of Oman. So maybe this will bring them to our side. What do you guys think? Maybe this will bring them to our side. An Indian flag cargo ship sank off the coast of Oman after an attack sparked a blaze aboard the vessel following a suspected drone attack. Indian authorities announced on Thursday as Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi was visiting New Delhi. Wow, really bad timing, eh? You know what I think happened here? I think the IRGC people who are against Abbas Araghchi were like, oh, you're in India. You're in India. Let me help you out with that. And they sunk an Indian ship. I think this might have been an anti-Araghchi attack by IRGC. What do you guys think? Oh, I see. We got a super chat. I will respond to it after I read this. Do you think that could be the case? So it says the ship was attacked when it was en route from Somalia to Sharjah on Wednesday. India said without identifying who attacked the ship. I wonder. I wonder who. I wonder. Cowards. Why wouldn't you identify it? Like who else could it be? Guys, I wonder if it was the Israelis. I mean, it's always the Jews, right? Maybe the UAE decided to sink an Indian ship. I mean, it couldn't have been the Islamic Republic. They wouldn't do anything like that. So, by the way, for people who don't get sarcastic, oh my God, I have to be careful because, guys, I have overestimated people's sarcasm detection online. So I think now I have to mention every time I'm being sarcastic that was sarcasm, right? I think I should always mention that because some people don't get sarcasm at all, which includes me, by the way. Sometimes I don't get it. Sometimes you guys are being sarcastic. To be fair to me, when you guys are being sarcastic and I don't get it, I can't hear your tone, right? It's just words on a screen, okay? But when I'm being sarcastic and you don't get it, then you have no excuse because you could tell, right? You could tell by my tone, and also my history. and I don't know the history of every single person in the chat. All right, so MSV Haji Ali. Haji Ali, that's the name? MSV Haji Ali. Oh my God. Haji Ali sank off near the Strait of Hormuz after the suspected drone attack, while all crew members were safely rescued. Oh, okay, that's good. London-based maritime security firm Windward said Thursday. Windward said that the 57-meter vessel had its automatic identification system turned off when the incident occurred. Wait, somebody's saying, love you, Armin. Armin, boomer sooner. Oh my God. Oh, somebody's saying shirt is a bit too loose. I knew it. I knew it. See, guys, more people are saying it now in the chat. I'm now self-conscious. I feel bad. I need to go. I'm going to go shopping again. I thought I did good. I was in a rush. Okay, we got a super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Mordechai. I'm just going to call you Mordechai. Say Iranian Israeli Jew here. Did I pronounce that right? I think I pronounced it. Saying Iranian Israeli Jew here. No, Angie Mordechai. Love living in the UK and deeply patriotic and support the United Kingdom rally tomorrow. Please learn from us Jews and the Iranian people the hatred. Okay, please learn about the hate. Yeah, please learn from us Jews and the Iranian people the hatred. Yes, learn from us about that. Okay, and Javid Shah. Yeah, when is it? Long live the UK and deeply patriotic and support the United Kingdom rally tomorrow. Guys, this is actually important. Thank you for reminding us this so that I could. So hold on. Oh, actually, I could just go to Tommy. The best source is Tommy Robinson. Here. Where's Tommy? Ooh, okay. This is happening tomorrow. So let's see if we could. Thank you, Angie. Let's see if we could. Thank you for the super chat. Let's see if we could promote the rally official march route. This is a.
Okay, this is a.
Okay, so yeah, we should play this, but also hold on. Is there an ad somewhere? Okay, let me play this while I look for the ad. This is the route for, so here's the caption. Official march route. This weekend, we carve our names into history with our Unite the Kingdom and the West rally in central London. Listen, carry and share this important information with everyone attending. The time is now. See you all on Saturday. Good thing that you reminded me to remind everybody about this. This is very important. Let's play it for everyone to see.
Okay, this is a really important message for everyone traveling to UTK on the 16th of May. There's a very specific route we want all our supporters to use. If traveling by train or tube, we want all our supporters to use the following train and tube stations: King's Cross, St Pancras, and Euston stations. On leaving King's Cross, St Pancras, turn right onto Euston Road. Walk down Euston Road until you see Euston Station on your right. Once you reach Euston Station, turn immediately to your left after St Pancras Church. You're turning into Upper Woburn Place, This is the A4200 road. Continue south down the A4200 until you see a line of stewards blocking the road. This will be your form-up point. To ensure crowd safety, form up behind the stewards line. Nobody.
Iranians, please go support Tommy because Tommy supported Iranians. Iranians in the UK, go support Tommy. Tommy supported Iranians. Tommy was one of our greatest supporters of Iranian people against the Islamic Republic. We need to return the favor. Please, any Iranian in the UK watching this, go support Tommy. Go support this rally. Guys, let me know in the chat if you're going. I mean, if it's safe for you to say so.
He has any reason to be in front of the stewards line. Anyone in front of the line will be considered to be not taking part in the event. The march will start on the A4200. We will then move down Kingsway into Aldwych. From Aldwych, we will march onto the Strand and down to Trafalgar Square. Then we'll move into Whitehall and we'll finish the march in Parliament Square. We want to ask all our supporters, do not wear masks, refrain from excessive alcohol, and be peaceful and courteous at all times. And most of all, we look forward to seeing every single one of you on the 16th of May.
Coming to the march on May 16th and need the latest info, routes, coaches, live updates, head to utkapp.com. Mark yourself as attending, install the app using the on-screen instructions, and make sure notifications are enabled so you don't miss a thing.
Guys, I hope people in the UK realize how lucky they are to have Tommy. I hope you all realize that. Oh, let me show. This is actually making me feel. Look at this. Let's go to here. Let's watch Tommy about tomorrow as well.
Everyone who opposes us, who wants to destroy Britain, wants us to fail. The world is watching. We cannot fail. The government want you to fail. The terrorists and jihadists and Islamists want you to fail. And the media want you to fail. Do you want to fail or do you want to succeed? Do you want to beat them? If we want to beat them, no aggression, none. Not even if you're provoked into aggression. Win by smiling at them. Do not raise to it, please. It's that important that we don't let them win. No face coverings. This is the reason why. I know some people get, well, what about my job? If you have to cover your face, don't come. The reason we have no face coverings, look at January 6th. We've seen infiltration at many of the demonstrations before. When they can cover their face, that gives the government an opportunity, and far left or far right groups an opportunity to come into our movement to destroy our credibility, to have the media used as a weapon to photograph masked people kicking off. So if you see someone covering their face, they are not part of our movement, and they must remove that face covering or leave our demonstration. We don't want any face coverings. We don't want any aggression. If you're provoked, even if you're provoked, if you rise to it, you're giving them what they want. So smile in their face for this day. Smile and raise above it for your country. Do not let your country down. Children and families and women are coming to this event. This is not an event to bring your anger. I know how angry you are because I'm angry. But if we want a win, hold it down, lads. Every group has one lad. I was always the lad who does too much, who goes too far. Yeah. So get that lad in place, right? Direct them. We want you, okay? But if you can't control your anger, if you can't not wear a face covering, then please, for your country, don't come. Stay at home, okay? May 16th, we're going to succeed. We're going to win. It's going to be the biggest event in British history ever. And the world is watching, and the world isn't just watching, but trust me, they're supporting. Everywhere we're going, they're watching. We're inspiring the world, Britain. Let's go.
Oh, my God. Be there, guys. Please go. Guys, please make sure you're there. Please go. This is important. This is important. Don't, Like, I see so many people, UK has fallen. UK has not fallen. You need to get it back. You need to save your country. Go here. Go. Make sure you're going. Everybody here, anybody in the UK, please don't. Your country needs you. Your country is calling upon you to come and save it. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, thank you, Kat Miowski. Thank you. I see your comments being so sweet. I appreciate that. I will do. I'm doing 4 live streams a day, so you should watch my earlier live stream before this one as well on Liberty Politics. That's very sweet that you say that. Somebody said he had another video. Let me play that one as well. Okay, somebody said he had another. Oh, from India here. See, we have people from India who support us. Thank you for being here. Guys, when I say that there are many people in India who maybe like are anti-Trump or anti-the US, I'm not talking about, obviously, we also have so many people in India who support us, who support the Iranian people, who support Israel, who support President Trump. So there's like that as well. Thank you so much for being here and supporting us from India. Okay, we appreciate every single one of you. Okay, let me play this one because somebody in the chat was mentioning that there was another video that we need to play.
This is a direct message to any police officer serving tomorrow for the Metropolitan Police Force or drafted in from outside areas around the country, as I'm sure you're going to be, for the demonstration tomorrow. We are not the enemy. When you're getting suited and you're getting talked to by your superiors, because a lot of it's political policing, for a decade we were clashed against each other, purposely politically policed in order to create a violent, hostile situation where officers drew batons, officers were prepared wearing riot gear when they didn't need to be, and tensions rose time and time again. What we're asking you directly is please stand calm. We will do everything for our own supporters if they step out of line, okay? We don't want clashes. So if you're senior ranking officers, and I'm going to share, because there's a police officer who's telling us this is what they used to tell them. If they're preparing you for a big battle, we're not coming for a big battle, okay? You're not going into a war against lots of hooligans tomorrow. The people that are there tomorrow are the people at the school gates with you. They're the people in Asda next to you, the people queuing up next to you in the bank, the everyday decent people. And we support you, the police. We know you've had your hands tied behind your back. The reputation of the Metropolitan Police Force has been dragged through the mud, through political policing. The best police force in the world become a laughingstock on the global stage. So a direct message is just don't draw your baton so easily to beating British protesters, please. Please allow for a moment of clarity and calmness, and allow other people to intervene to try and calm the situation if any of these situations arise. Because we're coming for a family.
He's so nice, he's been mistreated by the police so much, and look how respectful and nice he is, even though he's been mistreated so often.
Beautiful celebration. Ignore what the government are telling you. They want you to clash. They want us to clash. We don't want to clash. I've sat with your senior ranking officers last year when they tried to put us against each other then, and we both understood what they were doing. We both agreed we want what's best for the public tomorrow. You want a safe environment. We want a safe environment. We don't want to be clashing with you guys. We support you. Okay? So we don't want you drawing batons on us. If your higher ranking officers are detailing you, and you know there's prams and there's women and there's old people, question what they're telling you. Question why. Is that the right decision for a safe environment for London tomorrow? And hopefully the message is filtered through your police force, because I know things have changed in our operation and the way we deal with you and your senior ranking officers in the negotiations and the planning for these events. But we are fully aware of the lengths this government are going to go to and want to go to try and cause disruption and chaos and anarchy on the streets of our capital city. They done it last year. They attempted it. They will try something this year. So to the individual officer, to the young officers for the first time putting your riot gear on, we're not your enemy. We're not coming for a fight with you. We're coming to celebrate our country. We hope you celebrate it too. We want to be shaking your hands at the end of that event tomorrow. We want to be leaving with smiles on our faces and looking at that government and all of us, you and us, sticking our fingers.
How is this radical? Like how do people treat this guy like he's like a terrorist or something? Look how much effort they put into Tommy puts into keeping the all of his rallies peaceful. And it just takes one guy to do something crazy in these rallies for the media to come out and be like, oh my God, look at these radical, violent people. Even though you could demonstrate that they have gone out of their way to try to keep everything peaceful. But, you know, the media doesn't highlight this. The media just looks for that one person that does something crazy in the rally, and then they attack everyone there.
Up at them, okay? Because they did not succeed in what they wanted. We succeeded in uniting the kingdom, including you the police, all right? God bless. We look forward to a fun and enjoyable day out tomorrow.
Guys, people in the UK, you are so... Do you know how lucky you are to have Tommy? Do you understand how... I mean, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you understand. I think you understand, right? I mean, yeah, probably. Okay. Oh, guys, let me actually go back up here. Guys, we are going to our discussion group. To our discussion group right here. So let me put the link to our discussion group in the chat for everybody. Come talk to me there. Come talk to me. And today is open discussion. Look, it says open, meaning it's not premium or VIP. It's open to everybody. So once you come to the discussion group, you could click the link here to come and talk to me, or you could go to the calendar to see all the days that were available. So the premium and VIP ones are like smaller gatherings of smaller people, only for if you want to become a premium or VIP, you could join them. But these ones with the fire emoji, they are the ones that is open to everybody, even if they don't become premium or VIP members, right? So you can see that this is the one that is happening in 8 minutes, 8 minutes from now. But we also have another one happening in 6 hours from now. I'm not hosting that one. Ali is hosting that one. Well, but come to my discussion group. Come talk to me. Come talk to us, the entire group there in our discussion group. So you could check the calendar. You could check this and this and this and this. So you could say all the days. I'm going to put the link again to the discussion group in the chat. Come talk to me there. And then you could see we have widgets. There we go. You could see you could either click the link in the chat, or you could scan that QR code to come and talk to me over there. And I hope I see you guys there, because I want to interact with you guys. I want to hear your voice. Okay, I want to hear your voice. I want to ask you questions. I want to see how you respond. I want to and it's not just me, by the way. After I leave, by the way, when the discussion group starts, once I leave, people continue to talk. Like, we don't end the group call. The group call continues without me, and people talk with each other. And it's a really good place. It's a really fun place to meet other people who are liberty-minded, who are patriotic, who are anti this Islamic invasion, anti-woke, anti-communism, anti-all of that stuff, for patriotic views, for Western values. If you're interested in meeting people like that, come to our discussion group, meet new people, talk to me and talk to the other people there. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys there in about 5 minutes. And I'm also going to be streaming it on Liberty Politics if you want to watch it from there, right? On Liberty Politics YouTube channel. Oh no, we have super chats that I haven't responded to. So let me do the super chats first, and then I'll go to our discussion group. Christian is saying, reason Norway is like that is that the media don't show them what is happening. Study found that 50% of Norwegian journalists vote Communist Party. Oh my God. Well, only 5% of regular people vote Communist. That is insane. And then Melissa is saying, thank you so much, Christian, for the super chat. Melissa is saying, stand up, England. Take back your country. Yes, take back your country. Free the UK from from Starmer. Yeah, exactly. Melissa is saying, Starmer, is that it? You wanker, nutter, get lost. Your time is up. Your turn is over. I don't know what that chick. What is that emoji supposed to read like? Oh, Omi, thank you so much. Omi saying, did you hear Macron had? Yep, I heard about that. But I don't think like I don't know if we want to. Is that interesting to people? I don't even know if it's been verified or not. But I did hear about it. Okay. Let me unstar. And guys, what do we say? What do we say before we go? First of all, don't forget to come to our discussion group. Link one more time in the chat. Today is free and open to everybody. And also come to, if you want to watch it on YouTube, you could watch it on Liberty Politics. And yeah, thank you so much. This thing, long live Liberty Politics. Oh, I love hearing that. Thank you so much. And yeah, I hope I see you guys there. And say it with me. I'm Israel Chai. Long live America. Javid Shah. Payande Iran. See you in 4 minutes. Bye.